and to go, like I said,
Wait, one more time. Repeat
yeah,
that.
the when y'all saw that y'all's SEC schedule the first time, you saw what that April's going to look like, 3 tough series on the road, and to do what y'all did. I mean, how would you have ever imagine that going down?
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely cool how they were stacked up. I mean we know you're gonna run into a lot of opponents no matter when it is or how consistent it's gonna be. So it was definitely fun. I think that was more exciting for us than it was like looking at it as like this is gonna be tough. It was fun to play on the road. When we go, we have fun. I feel like there's a different energy when we're on the road no matter where we are, especially when we play in the venues we played in. I mean Mississippi State holding 15,000, Ole Miss holding I don't know how many. Arkansas, I don't know how many, and even where else did we go? A&M holding about 8,000 to 9,000. So it's always easier to get up in those environments. I feel like with us just being able to focus a little bit longer than other teams because we're talented.
Who is one player on this team? I'm guessing it's going to be an older guy who's really kind of kept you guys in check as far as not letting y'all get too far ahead, not worrying about failures, for example, 100%. Not getting too up about doing really well. Who's been that guy?
I would say it's definitely have been a mix between myself and Colby. Definitely just saying how important every game is, whether it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Just being able to come out and just play to our abilities and be able to just come out and win games.
Is that something y'all had talked about coming into this season, like taking on a leadership role, like y'all have been there before?
100%. I mean, me and Colby talked probably 85 to 90% of the days throughout the summer, and just I wanted to know if he was coming back, and he obviously wanted to know if I was coming back. So it was obviously good for Georgia and both of our mindsets to be able to come back and play beside each other for another year, and now be able to take that leadership role because we have been here 3 years, like you said. We know what it's going to take to play under Coach Coggin and Coach West and Coach Hamill, and we can show the transfers what it's like, and it's just going to be a lot easier to play for each other with each other.
He was talking about how this team actually almost plays better when it's tough, like when you're under tough circumstances. Like, have you seen that too?
So Colby brought that up in a hitters meeting about a month and a half ago. He was just saying like we have to stop playing to where if we get pressure, then we play good. It was like if you go look at a lot of box scores, it would be don't score, then we can give up 3, then we go score 6. And it's like we don't have to do that. Like we can go put up 6, and then we can go put up 3, and then we can go put up 1. And just being able to put up as many cricket numbers as possible, I feel like that's gonna be hard to defend.
Do you remember what series that meeting was before? I know you said a month ago, but
I want to say sometime right before we played South Carolina, because I remember talking to KB about it in the field. Because we did it. I think we gave up like 3, and then we went and scored 3, and then gave up 2, we went and scored 3 again. It was just funny, like because he just talked about it.
How would you describe Kay Naoki? I mean, I think it's almost like he's 2 different people. We see what we see on the mound, but then you see him in the dugout, he's dressed up or something, acting crazy. I mean, how would you describe that dude?
Yeah, I think that goes back to what you were saying about one of the veteran guys. I mean, he's been around the game. He's been in the spotlight. I mean, you saw this last year. You saw this last weekend. Being able to came out of the pen and didn't go as well, and he got in the starting role like he did at USC. And it's kind of like he was a little more comfortable in the shoes. And as a dugout guy, it's just like he knows that it's going to take energy to win. He's a winner. He wants us to win. That's all he does. He brings energy. And that long 14-inning game where he put on, I came in the dugout.
What was that?
Yeah, I was like, what? It was long. It was very long. I came in and I see Aoki, and I'm like, what do you have on? Then I go back out and I come back in. I'm like, why do you have more stuff on? And I'm like, do people not need this to hit? I was just very utterly confused. I want to say it added to my motivation for the homer, so we can just go ahead and get out of there. But I'm glad he was able to get that picture.
Probably didn't have that Bucky Beaver outfit. I think that's what you bought, or both y'all bought.
Yes, Caden and I and Joe Nottingham.
Nottingham too. Okay.
Yes, the Bucky Beaver triplets.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So he was putting on a new piece of gear per inning?
I couldn't tell you. I genuinely couldn't tell you. You have to take that up with Aoki. It was something I couldn't describe.
We've heard stories about how Wes has offered encouragement prior to at-bats, and it's worked out. Is there a moment that he's done that for you that stands out?
Yes. I can't remember the game. I was either 0 for 1 or 0 for 2. I wasn't like upset, but before I got to the top step, he was like, I love you. You know you're about to do something special. And I think that was the AB. I hit a grand slam, and I came in, and he just kind of gave me a wink. And I would say like he doesn't just like hand it out. It's not just, he doesn't hand it out like to a lot of people and expect something great. I would say maybe once or twice a game, and he's right about 60 to 70% of the time. So it was just impressive to see how long he's been around the game and how he can expect a miracle to happen. It's not really a miracle then.
What does that do for you when you have a coach that does that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I believe in myself going into that bat, but knowing that if I take a strike and I look back and the guys besides my teammates and my coaches believe in me also, it's like I have nothing to worry about.
The season Daniel Jackson's putting together, what has it been like to watch that? What has it been like to see him achieve what he has so far?
Yes. Well, me and Dan actually, we also talked a lot this summer, and all we talked about was kind of just how we wanted to play for each other, how it would be easier, and we've kind of been doing that. And I'm just excited to see how he's been able to put it on display, and I wouldn't say prove a lot of people wrong, but prove more people inside of the circle right that we've kind of been seeing throughout the fall. We saw it last year. We had a great catcher behind the plate last year, Henry Hunter, so he wasn't able to get behind the plate and show that every single day. And even Brendan Hudson, I mean, he's going to have some starts too. So, but being able to see how D-Jack has played a year together like this, and he has more to come, I'm utterly excited for him.
What's impressed you the most about what he's done? There's a lot to pick from. So
Yeah.
that's very hard question.
The ratio of me getting hit by pitch to him hitting home run, that is the most impressive thing. Because even, I think there's been 2 or 3 times I've came in and he go, yeah, you're not going to hit my guy. And I was like, that's what you went to the plate thinking. I think that makes him even more of a special person.
Speaking of which, you got one more hit by pitch to go, the Todd Corey's record. Is there any kind of special celebration you got planned for this? Or?
Oh, of course. Probably gonna, like wherever the ball goes, like I'm gonna get it. Do a little motion to the dugout. Make sure y'all keep this and appreciate it. Just keep it
Has Corey reached out, kind of upset about you? Kind of, am I gonna break his record this year?
He hasn't. I think he will. He definitely, probably is on notice, but I think he'll be excited that I'm the person doing it. So I'm excited for that.
Don't you think it's a little selfish taking his record?
No. I think records are meant to be broken, especially by someone with such a great character like myself, being such a great teammate, such a great player to play beside. I think it's definitely worthy of being broken by such a guy like me.
How does it feel having teammates, I guess, who are always supportive, I guess, encouraging with regardless of records or not, and having that dynamic with Colby, just, having that banter, but also being able to keep each other accountable?
It's good because you're not thinking of trying to get the job done for yourself. You're kind of just going up there with a clear mind, knowing that worst comes to worst, if you don't get the job done, that you're going to have to believe in the next guy to do it, or the guy in front of you to do it. So the burden is kind of off of you always, and you kind of play with a freer mind, and we're just a little more comfortable going to the plate and going to the mound and making pitches. And I feel like we saw that well from Saturday night on at the Ole Miss series.
In Atlanta, you were called for intentionally getting hit by the pitch. How often do you worry about that call coming up?
Yeah, so technically I should be at 30 hit by pitches, but that's a story for another time. Got hit at Arkansas in the hand, I got hit against Florida here in the knee, and I got hit at Truist, and all of those were not called, but that's besides the point. That was not on purpose. I'm not going to intentionally try to get hit. I like hitting the ball, but the ball has liked hitting me this year also. So it's kind of crazy to see how it's been.
All right, thank you, Trey.